Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a little while. It's been pretty mad at work, but I've got the oil filter relocation kit on, so I'll show you what I've done. So I showed you in the last one. Down in there, let me get is the sandwich block. So that's all plumbed up now. It's all finished. So you can see where that goes around there. So I got two that go down into that tunnel, which I'll show you in a sec. And then one comes around through the old bumper hole, which I'm not using the front bumper because they're just ugly. So you can see there, it's where your oil filter, your oil cooler is. Then up there you'll get plenty of ventilation through there. So yeah, so the one from the motor on dirty side comes from the motor around into here, goes through there, around back into that filter, and that filter there goes around back up through here in the hole into that right hand one, and then the left. So she's all good. But yeah, she's all plumbed up. Just had to make a little mount here, which is done. That's good. It's got the oil filter on there. I've got oil in the oil filter. I was going to prime the lines, but I don't really have enough oil to do the whole lot, so I'll be doing that sooner than later. So I've done that. I've mounted the manifold on because I'm going to make a couple of mounts. One for the fuel rail, which I'll show you in a sec, one for the accelerator. I was going to put the oil catch can in, but I'm not sure how I've done it or what I'm going to do at the minute. But the fittings on the rock cover are dash 10s, and me being a smart person, I don't know why, but I managed to get dash 12 fittings to these blue girls. So, not sure what I'm doing with it yet. I'll figure something later, but it's all good. So yeah, so tonight I'm just going to make some little mounts, because basically I need a mount that goes onto here for the speedo, the accelerator cable, and I need to make a mount up that basically bridges across there, because where's my box? My fuel rail sits a tad short on the front one. It's for an SR20, but it's made for the SR20 standard manifold, which I managed to get hold of one. So I'll show you real quick. Right there, see? That one lines up with that one. That one lines up with that one. So it's for a standard manifold. So it's all good. So I've got two of these. I've got a Aeroflow one that I brought, which is up here. Shit. So that's the Aeroflow one. It's the same mountings. It's just a nicer fit. But I've got to get basically O-rings to go into there for the injectors to go into, because they don't sit snug, where this one they do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dummy fit this one up as if we were using it. I've got to get the injectors basically serviced anyway, so I'll get the injectors sorted out and that rail. And then basically all I need to do is just unbolt this one and bolt on the black one, and should be sweet. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, and having a couple of brews and see where we get to. I was going to do a bit of wiring, because I did a bit of tucking in here. Basically that harness It's the old one from the engine bay, that'll go in there. It's got the existing plugs from the old engine, which I'm not using. So it runs around the front where it used to. And I got this mess around here, which, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna leave that. But I need to plug in some power into the car, put a battery on, so just I can do a bit of testing and just make sure that I'm not taping up anything that I'm gonna need, which I'll explain the wiring system I'm going to use soon, and you'll understand why I'm not having to use a lot of the car's wiring harness. So, yep, so we'll get on to it making those brackets. Okay guys, it's the next day, so I've made up the two mounts that I was talking about. I'll just bring it in. So originally, if you remember the old mount, it used to just have this piece here bolted with the one bolt on here. So I basically made up an extension, it gives it a brace, and cleaned it up, fit it on, looks heaps better. And on the fuel rail, you can see that aluminium one through there. I've basically just cleaned it up and sprayed it matte black so it looks heaps better, and that fixes that on. So that's basically just dummied on at the moment just to make sure it's all good. I'll make sure it's lined up, which it's pretty right, and then I'll leave it like that till I'm ready to do the injectors, get them serviced, because I've still got to get the fuel line to go, or the braided fuel line to go from this one down here up onto here, and then a fuel regulator on the back, and then I've got a couple other things I got to clear. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.